This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown L.A. as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go here on Monday night. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Mitchell. Whoa! And this is going to be a Titans first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44. They'll go again with Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Going for it all. That is caught! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss. Backed up to the 3, it's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Herbert. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. It's a gain of 19 in the air. And the Chargers have the first down. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. Oh, he pumps up the football. The Titans have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. Here now, second down and goal. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Back to throw. He's got it at the 3. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans are out to an early 3-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's second and 6. To throw is Herbert. This is intercepted. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Brown. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick 6 earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack. Fortunate for him, there's a lot of football to be played, but this has been a disastrous start.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up. Brings up third down. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Titans out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Third and long. Herbert to throw. They'll set up the screen to Brown. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That is brought in. It's a big one for Tennessee. It's a gain of 49.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Now it is 1st and goal. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They send him right out of the slot. They'll try to run with Mitchell. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. Trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Herbert. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Chargers. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. The man in motion is Watson. On second down, a run with Mitchell. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. 3rd and 6. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now Brown. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On first down, Herbert. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Throwing again, Herbert. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Titans are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Going up top. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. Second down big play attempt. Falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
So, we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Now, Herbert. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Running from the pistol, it's Brown. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. That's quickly out wide for Kirk. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll run here with Brown. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Herbert now on first down. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. This throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take...
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Case That's his third touchdown on the year. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll take a shot for Watson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Watson, touchdown Titans. So now with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
The Titans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll throw out of the gun. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A carry here for Brown. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Chargers get set to kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
Chargers 14.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Throwing, Herbert. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A pickup there of 13. First down for Tennessee. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Running is Mitchell. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
Here's a design run. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And waiting, no signal. He did not get in, and that's going to bring up fourth and goal.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, it's Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And it'll be third down. Now it's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That is hard down the field. He's got it to the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 93 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. On the ground, here's Mitchell. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring it down for a second.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That's hauled in at the 2. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The final act now of this football game, the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just